tarihçesiyle kısa bir giriş yapmak üzere Göztepe Hastanesi Plastik Cerrahi Bölüm Başkanı Profesör Doktor Orhan Bey'i davet etmek istiyorum. Bize güzel bir açılıştan sonra bize hastalarımızı onun bu konuşmasının ardından tartışacağız. Buyurun.
Good afternoon. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to say welcome to Turkey, to Istanbul, to our unique guests and my colleagues. This talk was supposed to be in Turkish few seconds ago, but now turned to English. And please forgive my all the mistakes in English because we have no chance of translation, I think now. Okay. So I will talk about. Or let me say in this way, I will criticize a little bit stem cells. It will be a surprise to Dr. Nesrin, but when she asked me to talk about the subject, it was very honorable to me. And I tried to put it a short way. Do you know PANACEA? She is an ancient Greek goddess of the health. And nowadays we use the term of panacea for actually drugs, some kind of remedies. And today I think the stem cells deserve this term and it is somehow miracle. I also thank Dr. Nesrin for this awesome miracles work, this meeting. Yes. Before coming to this meeting, I made a very detailed literature examination, as you see, and I learned too much things. And since 60s, everybody agreed the description of the stem cells is okay. Just for us, guys, on the upper part of the slide, it is just written of the description of the classical description of the stem cells. And when we look at the perspective of the plastic surgery, we have many sources to get the stem cells. First of them is bone marrow. But bone marrow, there's so much things to say about bone marrow in the, for the plastic surgeon. Plastic surgery uses stem cells mainly, except in cosmetic purposes, mainly in the wound healing, burns. Actually, the patients in ill conditions. So, the bone marrow is one of the organs is to be affected first. I mean, you commonly see bone marrow depression in burn patients, severely burned patients. You see bone marrow depression, suppression. Also, in old person, you can find, maybe you may not find enough bone marrow to get stem cells, but most of the chronic wounds appear in this population. The other subject is you have to put some kind of procedures to get the stem cells from bone marrow. It takes time, but in especially burn patients, you have not time. You have to do whatever, but at once. The second choice is, I have no experience with the peripheral blood, but it is hard to trust the stem cells of stem cell obtained from peripheral blood. The placenta and maybe, but you know, it is alloplastic material, some kind of alloplastic material. It comes from another person. The stem cells come from another person. Nowadays, we use adipose tissue. Yeah, it has enough stem cells, and it is very easy to obtain, very easy process. The last one is still skin and hair follicle. Maybe it will be best for the plastic surgery, but as far as I know, it is under now experimental studies. So what I understood about stem cells, it is something like the story of the Adam and Eve, but we have a cell instead of apple. If you compare two theories or two subjects, there are so common points. Yeah, the human being arose from two people, but became so distinct races. And we say that because of geographical conditions, because of other reasons, they became black, short, long, or whatever. In stem cells, yeah, it happens like this. You have one cell, and this cell goes to somewhere and became a muscle, nerve, and epithelial tissue or endothelial tissue. But it is not under control yet. It is like a Big Bang theory. About 13 billion years ago, something happened. We don't know what happened, but the universe became real. I think stem cells is like a microcosmogenesis, but the problem is what kind of thing we are creating, Mars or Earth. For example, we can give chemokines, growth factors, and other drugs to modulate stem cells to become a certain type of tissue. Yeah, in experimental basis, but I'm not sure we can give this kind of drugs to clinically or help people. I'm not sure yet. And so the other problem is, is it a stem cell's choice to become a, for example, endothelial cell in environment, or just the environment force it to become a muscle or endothelial cell, or both? We don't know. Actually, I'm not sure whether we have to modulate stem cells to become a something, or maybe they enough power to decide what they become. Maybe. So, nevertheless, plastic surgery like stem cells too much. In chronic wounds, especially diabetic foot, ischemic wound, and radiation wound, and also in some kind of reconstructive surgeries, especially breast surgery, oncologic breast surgery. And hemifacial atrophy, as you see here in the young lady, she has hemifacial atrophy, and she's supposed to be, she's a candidate of stem cells injection with adipose tissue in the next month. And also in aesthetic surgery, about which Dr. Ideri will talk about. So, yeah, You know the common story about Peter. He was running from being crucified from Rome, and suddenly Christ appeared to him and asked, "Where are you going, Peter?" Or Q, what is Peter? Why I told this story? Because this term mostly used something about unknown future. I mean, what happened? What could happen if Peter didn't go back to Rome or just go away? I don't know, but nowadays, whenever I want to ask something indefinite things about indefinite things, I use this term, Q, what is, to where. The first subject is the use of stem cells in cancer population. It is, nowadays, everybody accepts that it is better not to use, but they really need this support. They really, sometimes, especially in reconstruction, they need the stem cells, the help of the stem cells. The second subject is use of the stem cells in infectious areas. It means chronic wounds. Chronic wounds means infection. And what kind of age groups we can use stem cells? Do we have protocols? Maybe, but I don't know whether we have or not. It costs too much. If you think about that, the person with chronic wounds, actually, they have chronic wounds because they have no money. So you cannot offer thousands of drugs, remedy with costing thousands of dollars to this population. We have to find a solution. And standardization, another subject. Now we are giving stem cells as a volumetric basis. I mean, we gave stem cells 1 milliliter, 2 milliliter, am I wrong? I don't know, but we need a standardization, maybe count of the cell count, we need a cell count, we need a type of cells. And I have no idea about America, US, but in Turkey, so many people say that we are using stem cells, but I'm not sure they are stem cells. They are some kind of cells taken from adipocyte tissue with enzymatic reaction, but I'm not sure they are stem cells. We have to have standardization. Adverse effects. Nobody expects adverse effects from stem cells, but once upon a time, nobody expects something wrong with thalidomide in Germany. But we have many child without arm now. And maybe we can solve all these problems with double-blind randomized studies. We need these studies. And let me introduce our team. It is both ladies, one of them is master of the cells, the other is master of the cannules, liposuction cannules. And they are perfect team because as far as I know, there is no team such a consists of a genetic doctor and plastic surgeon coming together and working on stem cells. Thank you very much for your patience.
Bizim plastik cerrahi bölümümüzün de şefi Profesör Doktor Orhan Babuşlu'ya çok teşekkür ediyoruz bu güzel konuşması için. Elbette soru işaretlerimiz var. Bir taraftan da biz yasal çerçevede bize verilen izinler doğrultusunda kök hücre uygulamalarını Avrupa indikasyonlarına göre yapmaya başladık. Bununla ilgili ilk vakalarımızın örneklerini Doktor Ümran Hanım birazdan bizimle paylaşacak. Bugün mutluyuz ki aramızda bu operasyonlarımızdan birinin sonucunu kendisi gönüllü olarak bugün aramızda olmak istediği için bizimle paylaşan Esma Hanım da bizimle. O yüzden bugün hani daha renkli, daha güzel bir toplantı olduğunu inanıyoruz. Şimdi Ümran Hanım'ın konuşmasını yapmak üzere davet ediyorum. Daha sonra hastalarımızı masa başında tartışacağız.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much to give me an opportunity to show you my patient. And I will start to talk about first regenerative medicine and plastic surgery. Why regenerative medicine and plastic surgery together? A conventional plastic surgeon doing lots of reconstructive surgery and stylizing using all over the body from parts of using flap or microsurgery. The thing is regenerative medicine, why related to plastic surgery? Regenerative medicine also doing some biosynthetic material using and in the laboratory to make better to people. Stem cell procedure in cosmetic surgery and reconstructive surgery. I'm doing mostly cosmetic surgery. My patient is 70% cosmetic surgery, but also I'm doing reconstructive surgery, especially burn and accident, after accident damage. What I'm doing in cosmetic surgery, it's stem cell facelift. This is about 1 year ago start to say stem cell facelift and also stem cell breast augmentation. When we look at aging, you see the patient, it's about 65 years old. Sign of aging, sagging skin, wrinkles, decreased facial fullness. Adipose derived stem cell potential for regeneration, restoration, and anti-aging. Yesterday, we have a lots of presentation about the stem cell, especially for anti-aging. We saw how it helps to people makes getting better. Stem cell facelift effect, smooth skin, facial fullness, and less wrinkle. Technically, the first adipose derivative regenerative cell average breast reconstruction in Australia was conducted on August 2011 by Dr. David Chin. And the main thing is harvesting adipose regenerative cell in 90 minutes from adipose tissue. This technically looks like it's very simple and everybody can do that, but if something is wrong, the part of this process, we cannot have nice results. That's there are some problems, and the few things is all plastic surgeon doing fat injection maybe more than 10 years. And traditional procedure of fat grafting to the face naturally contains stem cell. Everybody agree that. That's why they are not isolating the stem cell. They said it's same why I'm going to do 90 minutes more surgery time and lots of cost, and this is okay. And another thing also, the second problem, stem cells are extracted and added to fat. There is no evidence other than anecdotal claims to support anti-aging effect. There is no enough study about that. If we giving the stem cell and starting anti-aging process, but which part of the effect, nobody knows that. Standard fat grafting procedure that transfer some stem cell, but not stem cell procedure. I can tell you exactly that yes, standard fat grafting procedure has some stem cell, but it's not enough. This patient has a blepharoplasty. Stem cell mixed with the fat. When you look at the first pictures, I offer her first mid-face, endoscopical mid-face slit. And she was afraid that because the surgery and also general anesthesia risk, she doesn't want a big process, and she just wanted looks fine, and she wants to some little bit beautification, and she doesn't want somebody ask her, you have a facelift. That's why she wants to natural way. That's why I decided, but her eyes a little bit tearful deformity, and I don't like to do fat injection around the eyes, and I never do that. That's why I offer blepharoplasty too. And about 2 months after picture, nice fullness, and especially tearful deformity is okay. Also around the mouth and also nasolabial fold looks fine. Here is another picture, and this is also, yeah, she has a makeup, little bit make differences, but when you see it, when we look at here, that's why the aging process here, tearful deformity and nasolabial fold looks aging process. That's why here is more projectile here, and she looks better than this. Also, this called here OG. When you look at here, OG, you coming from here and projection here. And the pictures. And also, I did only fat correcting for this patient 3 years ago. About 10 days after. Before the pictures, 10 days after, and 8 months. When you look at pictures, can you hear? Still, some fat is there, but it's not like same. Especially around the mouth. See, almost going down. Before 10 days after the surgery and 8 months. Still was a good projection. And this is also another patient. We did adipose derived stem cell mixed with fat before the pictures, and she's a beautiful woman. Today she came here to support me, my patient, and she's fine, she's good, but she's doing some TV program, and also she wants the more projection for the three-dimensional. When you front of the camera all the time, the light is, makes you much fat or something. I give little bit projection here, and around the chin, maxilla, all over the face. I give the fat with the stem cell, and also mouth. A couple days she has a problem because she needs to go back to the program and a little bit swelling. I think it's after 4 days or 3 days, 4 days after she's going to the program. She looks fine and she's so happy. Also, I give her the fat injection around the trochanteric area because she has some problem also there, and I cannot show pictures now. Trochanteric. So you see here, when you look at this is what we trying to do, this beautification. This is, see here, somebody can say, she's fine, she's not ugly, she's young. But when we see here and here, you can see the differences. Why we say some people is so beautiful? Why? Yeah, she's okay. Okay, this is also after surgery pictures. Now, this is very difficult patient, and he is a nice man, and he has a very nice job. He's a policeman, and he doesn't like his face because very dangerous, this view for him, and anybody can say, who it wasn't good for him, especially your job is police. And he came to me several times. I said, I can't help you because there's so many problems. Anyway, after I decided to help him, and I think he has a problem with some collagen, also skin problem. I don't know, we're gonna check genetic test. He doesn't have any fat all over the face, all over the body. He doesn't have any fat. And I did him biplanar facelift and also a stem cell injection with the fat. When you say, okay, he has a facelift, that's fine, but this problem you cannot correct with the facelift. This area, and when you see his skin quality, it's very nice, and also this area, all